What do we have here? Real AirPod Pros or not? Hey there, friends on YouTube. My name is Jason, sometimes known as the JTL. This is Painfully Honest Tech. So honest, nerds. And today we're going to take these things out of the box. It is a let's call it an homage to the new Apple AirPods Pro from the company called Knockies. They have sent these over to me, asked me to take them out of the box, to look at them, compare them a little bit to the OG AirPods. These guys do a little bit of a sound test, not really a review, a sound test, just to see how close they're getting, and yeah. So let's just go ahead and do that. This is the third time that I've had a set of Knockies headphones, and the two regular AirPods that I had were actually really, really good. So I'm anxious to see what they're able to do here with the AirPods Pro. Okay, so as you can see, comes with a box that looks very much like the AirPods Pro box, but it says Knockies on there. And yeah, it's got on the box some stickers. Not exactly like the Apple stuff, but pretty darn close. So let's open it up and see how we do. Now, it doesn't have the fancy, nice plastic, so you do have to, get through it's just shrink wrapped. So I'll just go ahead and cut the shrink wrap there and open. One thing that I always like about Apple is stuff just like sort of slides down. This is not sliding, but not bad. Not bad. So there you go. Let me get this out of the way. Knockies AirPod homage. Got the plastic wrap around there. No tab to sort of take the plastic wrap off like you would have in the OG AirPods, but still plastic. Oh, we're doing a little tab right there. So pull these out. Let's put these to the side. I mean, already starting with the OG AirPods that I've had since they had launched. Not a I mean, not a big difference whatsoever. But okay, we'll put OG AirPods over there, Knockies over here. Let's see what else we get in the box. The only other thing that you should get in the box is a USB-C to Lightning cable. So it's maybe about one meter long, 1 meter long cable. So feels like a decent quality cable. Not the best, not the worst. Put this back together. This back on top. And so now let's take a quicker look. Let's take a little bit more of a look. Take a little bit more of a look of just to see what these guys are like compared to the AirPods Pro. So take them out of the case, and you can see a little. There's a little, I guess you would call it, just a joint. There's a joint in between there. There is a screen under there. There is no screen there's no screen inside, and they do like blink blue, which all the Knockies have done, the ones that I've tried out at least. So let's just grab one compared to this. So here we have the Pro, the regular Pro, the different end, no screen there. The different sensors are in the same places. Definitely different in terms of the silicone tips. This silicone is not quite as premium as this silicone. Premium. But still, feels pretty good. So yeah, stick these back in here for a minute. Now, the real test is going to be to put these things, to sort of get them hooked up to the phone. I have the phone right here, and see how it works. So I'll put them all back together. And now, let's go ahead and just open it up. Open it up and see if we get the little thing. Oh, there it goes. Not your AirPods Pro. AirPods Pro not connected. But it says connect. Needs to get into pairing mode. Now it's connecting. So I don't know how they do it, but it's pretty darn slick that they can, they pretty much like have hijacked Apple's little thing here. Because it shows you these controls, but these controls are not, they don't work on the AirPods from Knockies. These controls work on the actual AirPod. None of this stuff works with the Knockies. I'll show you that after when we get into it. So now I'm gonna do a little test and see what we got. Okay, I'm just gonna get these guys out. I'm gonna put them in my ears like so. There's no noise canceling, like active noise canceling in these either. They are connected. Seal is pretty good. It's not the best here, so okay, now they're both sealed nicely. Let's go ahead. Listen to a little bit of Beck from his Morning Phase album. This is a Tidal hi-fi selection, so all right, sounds pretty good. A little crispy on the top. Let's go to the OG AirPods. I mean, the build quality of these OG AirPods is much better than the build quality of. Well, I shouldn't say much better. It's better. It feels more solid. The plastic feels like a better quality, that kind of thing. The hinge is a little floppy on this. It's not as floppy on this. So let's go ahead and put these AirPods in. So I'll give you a look about how these fit in the ears. I'm still a big fan of how these OG Apple AirPods sound. I'm still just very impressed with how good they sound. So, yeah. Just very full. You can hear the reverb tails. It just all sounds really, really good. So let's pause this again. Flipped inside out. So just listen to the same Beck song. Close those up. I'll get these guys out. So this is the Knockies AirPods that I'm listening to right now. Give you a look about how they fit in the ears. Generally, I mean, the profile of them is not quite as big as the original AirPods, so these sound really good. Nice full bass. Yeah, a little more crisp on top than I might care for. But that could be taken care of with EQ. Now I'm going to switch back. Yeah, so just my initial listening, I mean, I was in no way critical. This sound, the Knockies sounded a little bit crisper, a little bit more sort of maybe a little harsh on the high end, but generally the sound signature is very similar to this. This is still, it's got the active noise cancellation, it's got all that stuff which this doesn't have. So the overall experience, the sound on the AirPods Pro from Apple are much better. But considering that these are $250 and these are going for $99, it's up to you whether or not you. I mean, whether or not you really want to listen to. It's a very personal choice that you're going to have to make. So once again, I mean, I'm impressed with what Knockies have been able to come up with in terms of really a one-to-one comparison. There's so very few differences at first glance between this, and the quality of the sound with the Knockies is close enough for rock and roll, as they say. And yeah, I'm really impressed. It's definitely not as polished a product as the Apple AirPods, but it's definitely a product that sounds good and sounds like it's worth $99. I'm actually really impressed with them. I don't know. Have you guys tried these? I recommend checking them out at least to see if they're like something that you're into, especially if the $250 for the AirPods is not something that you can cover, but $100 is maybe a little bit better. It might make a good Christmas gift for somebody, yourself or anybody else. Once again, third time through a set of Knockies AirPods knockoffs, and I'm impressed with what they're able to do. They sound good. The quality is pretty good. So yeah, definitely worth considering. If you try these, or if you've had any Knockies or other AirPod knockoffs in the past, let me know what you think. What kind of experiences have you had? Let me know down in the comments, because I've had good experiences with these Knockies, and I enjoy them quite a bit. So yeah, let's have that conversation down in the comments below. At any rate, once again, my name is Jason, sometimes known as the JTL. This is Painfully Honest Tech. Tech so honest it hurts. Until the next time, I'm out.